It was cold here at Riverfront. How cold was it?
My nose running. It was unbelievable. It was it's the coldest I've ever been in my life.
It was cold, but
that was freezing. Went out with some fingers, and I figured it was pretty cold.
A little bit colder than balmy, I'd say.
It's so cold. So you didn't see no birds flying around. It was freezing out there. Oh.
There was a mild state of frigidity out there. It was serious cold.
I don't know if I've ever been cold before.
It was so cold that I believe people went out to see that game.
Oh, it was a piece of cake out there. I went, yes. Dude, I was.
At the time, the wind chill factor was 50 degrees below zero. But the only factor the Bengals were concerned about was the San Diego scoring factor, which they hoped to keep to zero. The Bengals came close. They froze the Chargers at 7 for the day. The story of this game, very simply, virtually flawless football, good field position, and big plays for the Bengals. Big play number 1, following a Bengals field goal, the Chargers fumbled the ensuing kickoff. Brooks the that.
Knock him loose from the ball. I know the guys would really have to get a big bang out of that.
Shortly thereafter, the Bengals capitalized on the Chargers' gift. M.L. Harris caught this Ken Anderson with 7:06 left in period 1. Poor punting was another trademark in this game and dearly helped the Bengals with their good field position. It isn't easy to punt in the cold. As Pat McAnally says, it's a veritable activity.
What makes a football go when you kick it is how much you can compress the ball, and you're not going to compress a brick.
Here, McAnally's foot goes numb. The ball lay on the San Diego 45. Both teams moved the ball remarkably well in the frigid first half. San Diego capitalizes on good field position and kills the Bengals with this 33-yard pass play. Outs to Winslow, 10-6, 13:36 left to halftime. But the Bengals didn't lose their cool and came up with big play number 2. On the ensuing kickoff, David Verser appears trapped but warms the hearts of the crowd. He returns the football all the way to the Bengals 49, and that really hurt the Chargers because it killed any momentum the Chargers may have gathered from the previous touchdown drive. Now watch part of the ensuing 7-play, 55-yard drive. Anderson to Ross. Anderson to Alexander. Anderson to Collinsworth. Anderson to Big Ike. And then Pete Johnson ran it in from 1 yard out, 17-7, and give the offensive line credit today.
Well, we had to give Kenny time. I think we get enough.
The defense played super all day. We rose to the occasion when we had to come up with a turnover.
Yeah, we thought if we hit him like we did last time, and it's still to catch the ball, that's what we're trying to do.
We wanted to shut down their run, Chuck Muncie from running outside, force Dan Fouts from the pass, and get some pressure on him, which we did. We got 2 sacks on him. We got 2 interceptions, and that's good defense.
The defense engineered 2 big plays on 2 successive San Diego drives deep in Bengals territory. Breeden gives Fouts fits with this interception. In the next series, Bobby Kemp burned San Diego with his cool pair of hands.
I thought he threw the ball up so Winslow could try and out me, but as it turns out, it was a bad pass, and it just went in my arms.
The air was cold, but the Bengals were hot as they went into the locker room up 17-7 at halftime. The Chargers were probably thinking, California, here we come, right back where we started from. If the Chargers ever come back to Cincinnati, it's going to be during the heat wave. Cold hurt both teams today, but especially San Diego.
I know San Diego didn't throw the ball near as much as they would have had the weather been good.
The temperature was not the factor today, in my opinion. It was the wind, and it was not a matter of gripping the football. It was what the wind would do with it when you threw it, and there were a lot of flutter balls on both sides.
Cold, wind, the weather hurt San Diego more than it hurt the Bengals. After all, the Bengals are used to more cold than San Diego. They worked out here all week while the Chargers went from 84-degree temperature to a minus 59-degree chill factor here. Now that's a difference of 163 degrees in 1 week, and folks, that's just simply too much for any human being to handle. In the third quarter, the script was the same for the Bengals. Big plays, good field position. Chuck Muncie the football and coughs it up here. Ross Browner, blue from the Colts, pounces on the pigskin.
He was trying to run up in the middle, and then somebody hit him. I think Jimmy or Cameron or, somebody hit him up in the middle. The ball on the ground, I just went after the ball. I just said, go for the ball. Don't do anything else, but get it in our hands. offense can just drop on them.
Good field position on the Bengals 40. On the ensuing drive, Anderson came up with 3 key runs. I suggested he try out for halfback next year.
When a quarterback gets a chance to run, usually there's a lot of openings, and I've had it. It was a matter of getting the eye and falling down.
It may have been cold, but the Bengals' brains didn't freeze. A fake field goal. Kreider runs it in, only to have it called back due to a holding penalty.
Coach Greg had the gumption to let me have the option on that play. I went out there, and I'm sitting down, and I'm saying, well, that guy's kind of inside. Shoot, I'm going with it. I'm running this thing in there. Yeah. So I ran in, really happy, and then they called holding.
So the